I think so.
Why might you not be wrong in exactly the same way that they are wrong?
Well, because I think that when you look at Genesis chapter 1, it's a much more subtle theological document than what young earthers tend to believe.
But you're quoting the Bible now as though it was some peer-reviewed scientific...
No, what I'm saying is that I said I thought they were both wrong in interpreting the Bible to believe that the world was created 10,000 years ago in 6 literal days. And that's a question of exegesis. And I'm saying I think their interpretation, though possible, isn't the most plausible. But then the second, I think there's just overwhelming scientific evidence for the geological timetable and the astronomical age of the universe. So,
but what about evolution of human beings and things like that?
I'm open to the evidence on that. I honestly am.
But not persuaded?
Not yet. I think there are some problems.
So you don't believe in evolution?
No, but I don't disbelieve it either. I am genuinely agnostic about that. I think that microevolution is well established, but the extrapolation from micro to macroevolution is a huge extrapolation that doesn't have very, if any, compelling evidence for it, and there's some very good evidence against it. So I'm genuinely open-minded to be convinced on this. I think as a Christian I can be more objective than Lewis on this score because I can follow the evidence where it leads. But for the naturalist, you see, evolution is the only game in town. So no matter how improbable, he's got to believe it.
All right.
I don't have to believe it. The evidence is excellent. Do you believe in intelligent design at all, then?
Yes, the argument that I gave based on fine-tuning is a form of the intelligent design argument.
So you are a creationist?
In the sense that I believe that God created the universe, yes, but I'm not what is called sometimes a young earth creationist, which is the way that term is often underused.
But you don't think that evolution could have created human beings by random events?
I'm agnostic about that. I'm rather inclined to the view that God has intervened periodically in the process of microevolutionary development to bring about changes that nature left to its own devices wouldn't have produced.
So if there are 10,000 beetles, God had his hand there?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but for example, that sponges and bats would have a common ancestor is so enormously improbable that the
boy,
sun,
are you ignorant.
Well,
oh my God.
Sorry, what in
sponges.
The sponges and bats have both evolved by random mutation and natural selection from a common ancestor is an extrapolation that goes so far beyond the evidence, and it is so improbable that the sun would have probably ceased to be a main sequence star and would have incinerated the Earth before it occurred.
I want to say that I fundamentally disagree with you, that the evidence for precisely that is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're not going to agree on that. A final, I think, I'm taking a wild guess here. A final thought from you, Lewis. Evidence of your eyes is a couple of thousand people in here, many of them young, most of them I think probably quite young. All of them, most of them,
Christian.
Maybe all of them bright. Well, yes. I was going to come to that right at the very end. They're at university, most of them. They're intelligent people who've given this a lot of thought, I assume. And they have come to a different conclusion from you.
Yes. I don't think they have given it a great deal of thought. I think that I don't think they've given it a great deal of thought along the lines that we've been discussing here, and I think that has helped them a very great deal.
So it all comes down in the end to a comfort. My little boy's got his little comfort blanket with a bit of, that's it, it's a comfort blanket.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
Sorry. I think that's probably the last word. Gentlemen, thank you both, and thank you all very much indeed.
Yes, thank you.